DW here, back out on the range. And another day. Nobody here but Uncle Bob.
Woo-hoo!
That's it. We're gonna do a little bit of shooting. Today we got the early SCR Gen 1. This one I have rebarreled yet again. I did it probably a year ago, but I haven't shot it. It's a 223. It's got a, this a wild? This might be a wild. Yeah, 223 wild. So it's a wild chamber. 18 inch. I think it's a ballistic advantage barrel if I'm not mistaken. And we've got a Trijicon 1.5 to 6, 1.25 to 6 optic on there. Older one. And again, it's 223 5.56 caliber. I just got some Full Metal Jackets there to get it on paper. This is just putting it on paper, and then we'll sight it in. I got probably 3 or 4 different kinds of ammo over there, and we'll see what we got. But it's not going to be a tack driver, but it usually shoots pretty good. It has, with previous barrels, I had a really cheap pencil barrel on here, and it shot really good. So this should be a better barrel than that. I switched it over to a old style A2 handguard. I don't know. I don't know. I like the look. The biggest reason for doing it was the receiver, upper receiver. I changed it over. It had an A2 on it, and there's no reason for a forward assist or a bump off. I'm a right-handed shooter. I don't give a crap about, hitting me. I'm on the right side of the gun, left side of the gun, so, it's not going to hit me. I don't need the bump off. And forward assist doesn't work on these because the bolt is short. So you don't need all that nonsense on there. So it's a lot cleaner looking. Somebody had green Cerakoted this, and I really should get a hold of Gene and Cerakote it to a consistent color. But one day. And on the front, I got my favorite linear compensator. Keeps the blast going forward. These are knockoff, I forget the manufacturer of the rings, but they're pretty good. They're steel. They've been good and solid. And you're able to mount it really nice and low with the SCR because basically that's an 1100 Remington buttstock. I got the higher comb on there. Still not high enough, but it's better. All right, I'm gonna put a new view. I got a new setup tripod, which is my old hunting tripod. Try it out for the camera so you'll be out in front. And we've got some targets down there at 50 to get started, and then all the way out there at 100 if we get brave. But we got a beautiful day, blue skies. It's a little bit windy, not a cloud in the sky. It was supposed to be 60, 62, but it's only low 50s. But it's still, take it. Beautiful. All right, let me get you out there in front and we'll get to shooting. Stand by. Now it's all good. All right, here we go. Let's try this again. Part 2, take 2. Kablam!
That sounds hot.
Kablam! I don't like looking at my scope through these glasses because I can't see nothing. I got nothing. Not a thing. Not a hole in the paper. So that ain't good. Let's try again. Right at the bottom of the paper. Still got nothing. Try the top of the paper. I got nothing. That ain't good. See if I can see something in the backstop here. Nope, I see a thing. Saw that. Says it's to the right. Says it's to the right. Looked to be up and down okay. Yes, to the right. Alright, try again. Back on 50 yards, dead center. Held the left side of the paper. And we got a hole. Okay, so we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches to the right. Come to the left. 1, 2, 3. Let's not go crazy. That should be 3 inches. See what that does for us.
Half an hour later, I'm almost ready.
2 inches to the right. Six clicks should be 1.5 inches. Over about 1 inch-ish. Try it again.
I love this scope, Brian.
Maybe 1/2 inch to the right.
I love this scope. On my 22-250 Bass Pro.
Give it 3 more clicks. Should have, yep, we got the bolt closed. One more shot, should be the last shot. Sounded different. And it went to the left, so I went too far. Went too far. All right. All right, we got the 300 Blackout, one of my 300 Blackouts out here. This is a Connecticut compliant. We can't have removable magazines in a pistol grip style, magazine in front, all kinds of regulations. So one way to get around it is to have a fixed magazine. So this magazine won't come out. So you load it from the top. You can, I put a removable pin here so you can pull it out and hinge it open, put bullets in, or you can use one of these speed loaders. Pretty neat design. I don't know what they're called. I don't know what they're called, but I'll show you how it works. Take your bullets. We just put a couple of them in here. And you seat them in here, just like this, kind of sideways. And they go in just like a magazine, but it's not a magazine. You got this ring here. So what you got here is you got the front, you got the back. This little bump here engages your bolt face, and then this fits into the gun, into the ejection port, just like this. So you put it in the back, so it gets in your bolt. You put it in there, it grabs the front. You take your thumb, put it in here, push it, and then just break it back. Your safety on. So you just put in those 3 bullets. Fed them right in the magazine, and when the bolt closed, it picked up one and loaded the chamber. Again, 300 Blackout. Other than that, it's just like any other AR now. Let's just see where we are. I just set this up. I fired a couple off camera. Just had a ceasefire. Warming up a little bit. We probably picked up 5 degrees. Nice sunny day. Really, really nice. All right. Let's try a 3-shot group here. We're not going to shoot on the shoot and see. We're going to shoot on the paper. Let's see here. What do we got? Maybe all right, let's try the bottom left corner. There we go. I think it fed that last one. It's not a very good group. Not a very good group. I got some over here. I got a couple of. I want to try. And it's an established load. I just don't remember what it is. But it's 130 grain Sierra. And it's a really nice bullet with the 300 Blackout. It's produced some really nice groups for me. If I can get in close here for you and show them to you. 130 grain, typical Sierra crimped hollow point. My cases, they're marked because they were, they're actually probably all different loads, but it's the same powder. It's just probably a half a grain or a tenth of a grain different. These were just shoot 'em up loads when I was looking for the load that the gun likes. We'll do the same thing here with the magazine. And you could actually buy these and leave them loaded up and put them in your magazine pouch, because they're pretty quick to load. You can see, again, you put it in the back, swing it forward, it stays right there. Push it in, rake it back, put your. So it's pretty quick to load. And it'll hold 10. We can load 10 in there. All right, so we shot at the lower left. Let's shoot at the second one over on the bottom. So the second from the left on the bottom. This is a Primary Arms ACSS scope, 1 to 6, 30 millimeter. It's a really nice clear scope. I like it. I like it a lot. It's made for the 5.56, 7.62 39, 300 Blackout 308. It's got lots of stuff inside. It's got leads. It's got a ranging bar in it, and it's crystal clear. Not super expensive. Probably three bills. And I've had it for probably five years or so. It is illuminated. I don't know if it's daylight bright. It is. It is daylight bright, but it just lights up the tree. It's an ACSS reticle. I'm sure you're familiar with it. It's a horseshoe with a dot with a train track underneath. All right, let's try it on that next target. See if this one feeds okay. I don't think that was the ammo. Here we go. Nope, it didn't feed that last one again. So it's that last bullet, for whatever reason. I gotta remember. Seems to feed. Let's try like four next time and see what happens. Take a look at that group. It's actually about the same as the last one. About the same as the last one. So what I've got here is, these are, we'll just load these single. These are 125 grain Game Changers. They were bullets I made for the 300 hammer, and the tips are funky. Tips are funky. They're trying to think of what this powder is. I just loaded these last night. Forgot what the powder is. All right, go to the next one over. We just got 2 shots. Both shot okay. Pretty close together. Boy, what is that powder? I don't like our benches too much. They got a cutout here that it's just not the best for ARs. Not bad for rifles, but not best for ARs. I'm drawing a total blank. It was just last night. Wow, isn't that awful? Total blank. All right. So these are 115 grain Lehigh Defense. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, 300 MP. That's the powder. 300 MP. So I hadn't loaded this before. I've got it all. It's not all in memory. I got it written down. But when I get out here, all I got is a load number. All my information is back on the bench at home. So let's get the safety away. Anyway, this is brand new brass I just made last night. Brand new. Literally, it was 223 yesterday. Yeah, it's TZZ brass. Everything looks fine. Primer looks just perfectly fine. No issues at all. Let's see if we hit where I expected it to. It did. Try one more. That'll leave me 2. We'll see where this one goes. Check that piece of brass. Uh-oh.
I know, it took off.
Didn't see it?
It went this way. Oh, here it is.
Hey, you blew a primer.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
I think it was just too high and low.
It could have been a hot load. Could have
You
been a
see
loose
that?
primer pocket.
You see that flat right there?
Yep. I can't see it.
Or on the other side.
We have to look at
See right there.
Yeah, it
is
does
a
look
flat.
like
right
a
next
mark in
before
it.
it's the first 2.
Yeah. Do you remember loose primer pockets at all? Primer seated loose?
This was only shot one time besides
Oh,
this.
it shouldn't be then.
I think it's too hot, right?
Yep, probably too hot. All right, so that one looks okay too. This one's a different piece of brass. Basically the same group. So that's good. We're going to leave those. I'll save these 2. Have anything else I wanted to shoot with 300 Blackout? These are some more of those. $130 grain. I guess we can put a couple on paper and see what we get. And these ones here are also just loaded yesterday, but these are older brass. These are Varmageddons. And this is 300 MP powder as well. These are Varmageddon. So let's try some of these. I'll put you... Okay, here we are at 50 yards. So we started out with the SCR, and once I got it sighted in, this is the group that I shot with it. I don't know why it's stringing like that, but this was working up load, getting here, yada yada yada. And then we switched over to the Blackout, and once I got it sighted in, this is the Varmageddon 110s. This is 223. This is 223. These are the 130 grain Sierras. Nice tight group. This is 337 Maximum. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then this one here was the Lehigh Defense. I only shot 2 bullets. This is the Game Changer, 125 grain Game Changer. Remember the 300 hammer with 2 shots? This one here, I don't remember, but it's probably 110 as well. I don't think I've read any. This is the only 125. This was a 115. And then we switched over to the upper with the big heavy fat barrel, and that's what that shot. And then you didn't watch me shoot it, but I shot the 10-inch Maximum. This is every load that I had. That's a 2-power scope, So it's, you know, you can't see really good. So that's, you know, that's palm of your hand. That's not awful. It's not awful. But that's like 5 different loads. That's a 150 grain bullet, 158 grain bullet, 180 grain bullet, and even some 200 grain 357 Magnums.